מקדש ושכנתי בתוכם ואנחנו נברך יה מעתה ועד עולם. Oh God, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Vayasuli mikdash veshochanti betodam va'anachnu nevarech ya me'ata ve'ad olam. Me'ata ve'ad olam. Shabbat Shalom. As Rabbi Reuben gets her mic on, here she
Shabbat
goes.
Shalom, everyone. I appreciate your patience as I get back into the swing of things here. Apparently, we need a lighter to light Shabbat candles. So what Emily just sang is Vasu li mikdash v'shachanti b'tocham from this week's Torah portion, Parshat Truma. And in Parshat Truma, we read that those whose hearts are so moved are supposed to bring gifts to God. And those gifts are the things that the Israelites use to make the tabernacle, to make the tent of meeting, and to ultimately make the sanctuary. So I invite you tonight to think about what are your gifts that you bring into this sanctuary. This sanctuary is very different than the one the Israelites built in our Torah portion. But each of us brings many gifts in our own lives. And we also bring gifts into this space, things that make us unique, make our community a whole community. So take a few moments, think about what are the gifts that you would like to bring this community. Maybe it's your voice. Maybe it's your physical body giving someone a hug. Maybe it's asking someone how they are. Your ability to listen, to be kind, to be compassionate. So I invite you, as you think about those things, we're going to welcome Shabbat together. I want to thank Linda Neiman for being here as our staff host, and Rob Saperstein, who is our board representative. Thanks for being here, Rob. And we'll continue with our Shabbat candles.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We'll continue with the Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu V'shabbat kodesho v'ahavav ratzon hinchilanu Zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit Ki hu yom techila mikraye kodesh Zecher litziat mitrayim Kivanu achata ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim ve'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat Amen L'chaim
L'chaim. We'll continue with Kabbalat Shabbat, welcoming and celebrating the joy of Shabbat. We'll start with Lachu Neranena.
Lechu neranena, yai lai 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 lai, l'Adonai, yai lai 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 lai, na'aria, yai lai 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 lai, letzur yishenu. Let us sing out to God, the maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation from mountain to sea hear our song. Lechu neranena, yai lai 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 lai, l'Adonai, yai lai 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 lai, na'aria, yai lai 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 lai, letzur yishenu, yai lai 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 lai, for all of the wonder in all of God's light, we rejoice. So now let us listen with all of our hearts to hear God's voice. Lechu neranena, yai lai 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 lai, l'Adonai, yai lai 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 lai, na'aria, yai lai 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 lai, letzur yishenu, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai baruchu shemo, basru miyom leyom Yeshuato. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai baruchu shemo, basru miyom leyom Yeshuato. Tzapru v'goyim kevodo, b'chol ha'amim niflotav, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ. שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום ישועתו. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ. שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום ישועתו. Adonai oz לעמו ייתן, Adonai יברך את עמו. Adonai oz לעמו ייתן, Adonai יברך את עמו. דודי לקראת כלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, בשם ותפארת ולי תהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. rise and welcome our Shabbat bride facing the doors of the sanctuary. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'v'tzola toch emunei am segula boi chala boi chala lecha dodi ligat kala yalalai 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 bnei Shabbat nekavela lecha dodi ligat kala yalalai 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 bnei Shabbat nekavela. Please greet the people around you, say Shabbat Shalom, introduce yourself to someone new. Thanks to Sherry Brasner for saving the day and doing visual tefillah, because I'm clearly not very good at it. We invite you to please stay standing for the Baruch Hu. You may be seated. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadata. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbenu uv'kumenu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha uv'mitzvotecha leolam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yamenu uvahem nege yomam v'layla. Ve'avatcha al tasir mimenu leolamim. Baruch ata Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. We continue with the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai. Leolam Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Who is like you, O God, among the gods who are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam. This is our God, they cried. Adonai will reign forever and ever. We'll continue with Micha Mocha.
Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai? Yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai, yai lai לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Shomru Bnei Yisrael, V'shomru et HaShabbat, Lasot et HaShabbat, Lasot et HaShabbat, לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, לעשות את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לעשות את השבת לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
We continue with our tefillah, our standing prayer. I invite you to rise and we'll sing the words together. Adonai Sefatai Tiftach. May God open my lips so that I may declare your praise.
Adonai Sefatai Tiftach, Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל, אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מחלקי חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישוע, בנאמן אתה לך חיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
You may be seated. We'll take a few moments now in silence to gather your thoughts, think about the prayers that you are praying for this Shabbat, maybe something to bring you through to the end of Shabbat, maybe expressing gratitude that you are sitting here in this warm sanctuary while it's so cold outside. We'll take a few moments in silence. Shabbat Shalom. I want to start off tonight by expressing my deep gratitude to this community. for giving me time to spend with my newborn son, who apparently really wants to sing along, and for supporting me during my time away. So many of you sent meals, gifts, and well wishes, and I want you to know how appreciative Ryan, Kobe, and I are. I feel so blessed to welcome Kobe into the Shari Tefillah community, and I know that he will feel so loved and supported here. And I want to thank all of you in advance for your continued patience and grace as I navigate being a working mom. I'm very quickly learning the incredible amount of energy and strength it takes to be a working parent. And I have newfound admiration for all those who have done it and make it look easy. Tonight, I want to share with you 3 things that I have learned and thought about over the past 5 months, all steeped in Jewish tradition. Whether you are a parent or you have a parent, I hope these will resonate with you. Number 1, the oft-repeated saying, "It takes a village," is 100% accurate. Or in Jewish terms, "Al tifrosh min hatzibor," do not separate yourself from the community. Somewhere along the way into adulthood, many of us learn the flawed, deep-seated message that asking for help shows weakness. That if we need something, we should be able to tend to it ourselves. Asking for support does not come naturally to us. Even Moses, the greatest prophet that ever lived, had to be taught to ask for help by his father-in-law. Just days after coming home from the hospital with a new baby in tow, I quickly learned that my husband and I should take no pride in trying to raise a child on our own. The embarrassment that I once felt when asking for help turned into deep gratitude to my parents for enduring 3 weeks of sleepless nights and hundreds of dirty diapers, to my in-laws for hosting a bris at the drop of a hat, and the many people in this community who dropped off dinners and sent us DoorDash gift cards when feeding myself was the very last thing that I was thinking about. Of course, I was well acquainted with the verse from Pirkei Avot. Hillel said, "Do not separate yourself from the community." I had even quoted it in a vision statement that I wrote as a 5th-year rabbinical student. But I had never before appreciated what it truly meant to lean on your community, to have people in your life who will offer help, and then follow through when you take them up on it. In fact, the Talmud tells the story of a person who chooses to isolate himself instead of asking for help. And the angels who accompany him place their hands on his head and proclaim that he will never be consoled by his community. Our tradition could not be clearer. We are not meant to go through challenging times on our own. The consequence, according to our Agada, according to our story, is twofold. First, we won't have the relationships to rely on those around us and share our circumstances. And second, the angels will preordain our isolated suffering. They actually do not allow us to receive consolation from the community that we left. Of course, the birth of a child is a blessing beyond belief, but it is also far from easy. Elu ve'elu, we say. These and these are words of the living God. We can feel incredibly lonely while we experience more gratitude and love than we ever thought was possible. And this is the time to ask for help, to not separate ourselves from the communities that we are a part of, to form that village that it takes to raise a child, to go through something in our lives. Number 2, it is truly a divine act to bring life into this world and then sustain it. For this reason, the Shehechianu blessing has taken on a completely new meaning for me. The blessing goes, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'hegiyanu lazman hazeh. I'm sure many of you are familiar with it. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of all, who has kept us alive, who has sustained us, and who has brought us to this season. I reflected on these words often throughout my time at home with Kobe, words that we traditionally say when we celebrate something for the first time and for particularly joyous occasions. I have probably recited the Shehechianu thousands of times in my life. As a rabbinical student, this blessing was the second most recited after the Motzi. Someone got engaged, we would sing the Shehechianu. We were starting a new school year, we would sing the Shehechianu. Someone tried their first levain cookie, we would sing the Shehechianu. But while I had always understood the Shehechianu in a metaphorical sense, as a kind of catch-all blessing for these happy moments, my experience as a new mother opened my eyes to the literal and divine meaning of these words. It is incredibly miraculous that we, too, like God, have the power to both give life and to sustain life. And whether or not we physically give birth to our children, we hold them up, physically and spiritually, like the wooden planks that hold up the foundations of a home. We support their necks when they cannot hold their heads up on their own, and we support their hearts and their minds when they encounter the messiness of life. When we give and sustain life in a myriad of different ways, we engage in a divine act. This is God working in our lives. Which brings me to my third point. Parenthood requires self-compassion. It is no coincidence that the word for compassion in Hebrew is rachamim, stemming from the word rechem, meaning womb. Compassion is something that is innate to us as human beings. It stems from inside our bodies, and yet so many of us have compassion for others and then fail to cultivate that same compassion for ourselves. We heap love and care onto our family members. And then when we make a mistake or when we struggle through one of life's biggest transitions, whatever that transition may be, we have little patience left for ourselves. When I was in the depths of exhaustion and could not figure out how to soothe my crying newborn, I wished I had remembered what our tradition teaches, that God is a compassionate God. In fact, Rahum in the Torah is only used in reference to God. And because human beings are created in the divine image, we too can wield this divine power of compassion. If God is truly compassionate with us, as Judaism says God is, then we can and should be compassionate with ourselves. Of course, this is so much easier said than done, but simply having that knowledge in our Jewish toolboxes means that it is there when we need it most, when we feel depleted, when we wish we had done better, or we wish we had been more prepared. Becoming a parent has humbled me in more ways than I can articulate. I have very quickly learned that what little control I thought I had does not actually exist, and that there's simply no way to be prepared for such a massive life transition other than having an infinite amount of compassion for myself and a great sense of humor as I put one foot in front of the other every single day. Perhaps these gleanings of sticking to your community, not separating from your community, of having endless amounts of self-compassion for yourself. Perhaps these gleanings will change in a few years, or even in a few months, but for now they ring true to me, and I hope they resonate with you as well. If they do, I invite you to please send me an email or schedule a time with me to get coffee. I would love to catch up and hear how you've been, and hear about your journey and the lessons that you have learned along the way, however your journey has looked. I feel incredibly grateful to be a part of this community and blessed that we can make meaning of our lives together through the lens of our sacred tradition. Shabbat Shalom.
Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer on the mystery of a withered leaf, unripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days. Lest my day be as the one before, lest routine set my We now bring to mind the people in our lives who are in need of healing, whether that's ourselves or our loved ones, people who are in need of healing of the body, healing of the spirit. If you are thinking of someone in addition to our congregational list, I invite you to please share their name with us as my eyes meet yours. We'll sing the Mishaberach, the prayer for healing, together.
say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
I want to take a moment to welcome all of those in our sanctuary tonight who are here for the first time. If anyone is here at Shari Tefillah for the very first time, I invite you to please raise your hand. Welcome. So we would like to welcome everyone who's here for the first time. We want you to know, please invite your friends, tell them to join us. The more the merrier, as the saying goes. And if you are not here for the first time, as most people are, please be friendly, welcome our friends who are here, and we hope that you'll come back many times to Shari Tefillah. We also want to recognize the happy occasions that are going on in people's lives, the things that we're celebrating. We bring our full selves into this space, our tears, our joy, our mourning, our sorrow, and our celebration. If you are acknowledging something happy, a simcha in your life, I invite you to please share with us so we can all enjoy together. Is anyone celebrating a particular simcha, a particularly joyful thing? Yes, Amy. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh, Mazel Tov. Jeremy Tenenbaum is now playing in Israel as a professional soccer player. Amazing. So how can we watch him? On TV? That's amazing. Mazel Tov to him. We can't wait to root him on. That's awesome. Anyone else? Yes, please.
Both of my grandchildren just got report cards for the second semester, and they did very well.
Very nice. Mazel Tov. Honor societies. I'm sure you're a very proud grandmother.
Freshman year of college and sophomore year.
Excellent, excellent, amazing. Tell them we say Mazel Tov. Anyone else celebrating something? Yes, Melissa. Amazing, B'Shah Tova. That's what we say when someone is having a child. B'Shah Tova, may it happen in the right time. When is she due? August, amazing. A great-great-grandfather. Oh, a great-grandfather.
Again.
He'll be a great-grandfather again. Amazing, Mazel Tov. We're so excited for you. One more. Any other simchas that we're celebrating? Happy things in our community. Anyone? Well, those are amazing things. We're so happy to be able to celebrate and bring joy into this space together. And we will continue with the Aleinu. We invite you to please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני Ushemo Echad.
There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. We enter now in our service into a moment of memory. If you hear your loved one's name, I invite you to please rise. We are in the period of Shiva, 7 days following burial, for Beth Butel, the loved one of Samantha Chamberlain, Deborah Rothstein, wife of Mark Rothstein, Annette Roth, a member of Temple Shari Tefillah, and Lillian Kagan, mother of Elizabeth Arleo Thompson. We're in the period of Shloshim for Stanley Kazow, father of David Kazow, Marcus Korenberg, father of Jean Shapiro, and Judith Seed, member of our congregation. We also observe the yahrzeit, the anniversary of death, for Edwin M. Appel, Eleanor Barba, Sidney Barbanel, Maurice Baum, Philip Bernstein, Anna Blum, Milton Borenstein, Pauline Brown, Arlene Cohen, David Cohn, Beatrice Diamond, Catherine Bildersee Eisen, Claire Feinig Finkel, Belle Finkelstein, Bella Friedman, Miriam Friedman, Samuel J. Gilson, Madeline Goldberg, Esther Stearns Graham, Marilyn Schwab Henry, Margaret Wolf Hirschberg, Irving Hochstein, Lillian Hoffman, Gustav L. Jacobs, Michael Janis, Goldie B. Kalkstein, Abraham Kaplan, Wilhelm Kleberg,
Dmitry Krosowski, Hattie Latz, Alice Levy, Helen Miller, Sylvia Meerman, Isidore Karlewski, Ben Pell, Enid Perry, Irving Pomerantz, Elise Reese, Carol Reed, John Root, June S. Rosenfeld, Sydney Rosenthal, Marcus A. Rothschild, Meryl F. Saperstein, Wanda Schneider, Jay Schwab, Isaac Seligson, Samuel Sharp, Dudley F. Schicher, Regina Schicher, Joseph Solomon, Phyllis Stein, Mathilde Steinschneider, Lawrence Wayne, Jack Weisberg, Eve Wolfenstein.
If you are remembering someone else whose name we did not mention, I invite you to please rise and share the name of your loved one. We rise as a community for Mourners Kaddish to say Kaddish for those who have no one left to say it for them. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, b'gala uv'izman kari v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar, v'yitale, v'yitalal, shemei d'kudasha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'miran be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehei shlama Rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be forever a blessing. You may be seated. Before our closing song, I would like to invite up Rob Saperstein on behalf of the Board of Trustees to give us some announcements.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Just a few announcements that I want to highlight, and I actually highlighted them with the highlighter. So the first one is March 1st. There's a big tent Shabbat at 6:15, and the School of Rock will be there, and the Shira Leadership Choirs, and it's in honor of everyone who participated in the annual appeal. The Cantors concert is Sunday, March 10th at 4 p.m., and it's Broadway music. It's going to feature Cantor Kipnis, our cantorial intern Emily, and several other cantors. I'm trying to get all of them are good, but I'm hitting the highlights. There is a session on March 7th with Rabbi Mosbacher titled Keeping Hope and Faith When the News Keeps Getting Worse, a candid conversation. And this is something I'm definitely attending. It's the men's group March Madness Watch Party. So we all go to Doc Watson's and watch the NCAA, hoping that Neil will be there. And also regarding our cantorial intern, Emily is presenting her practicum at Hebrew University on Wednesday, February 23rd at 10:30 a.m. The theme of it is Kabbalat Shabbat. It's a Friday night service, and Emily will be joined by world-renowned musicians, Joyce Rosenzweig, Ivan Beerbaum, as well as other students from the Debbie Friedman School of Sacred Music. And that is it. So Shabbat Shalom, thank you for coming.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank
Rob.
you. Just one quick correction. Thank you so much for announcing that. It's the Wednesday, February 21st. But it makes sense that you would think the 23rd because that's the Friday and it's about Shabbat. But come celebrate Shabbat early on Wednesday, the 21st.
I think we had it wrong in the weekly then.
Oh, well, great.
I'm glad Emily is here to correct it. Wednesday, February 21st is your practicum at Hebrew Union College.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Rob.
Thank you.
A couple more things. Next Friday evening on Shabbat, we are going to be celebrating the 90th birthday of Rabbi Harvey Tattlebaum. So please come join us to celebrate. And not next Thursday, but the Thursday after, February 29th, we are going to be having a conversation with Aaron Dorfman. He is the executive director of the Jewish Partnership for Democracy. You can find the sheet here that gives you more information about it. They're at the front door when you exit the sanctuary. We hope you'll come. You do have to register in advance, but it's going to be a very interesting and important conversation for this election year, so we hope you are going to be there. Rabbi Dahlia Marks, one of my teachers, one of Emily's teachers as well, in Jerusalem, is going to be here at Shari Tefillah on March 9th for Torah study. And we have many, many, many adult engagement opportunities. So please take a look at the weekly and find something that you're interested in and come and bring a friend with you. And we're very excited to have all of these things going on. I wish I could go to everything, and I hope to see you all there. Minyan and Torah study will happen as usual tomorrow. Minyan tomorrow morning will be on Zoom in addition to in person. We're not doing the live stream. So if you're trying to come in from online, sign into the Zoom. Don't come through the live stream for Minyan, but we also will be in the chapel. Thank you so much, everyone, for celebrating Shabbat with us tonight. And we will conclude with a song for peace, Oseh Shalom.
Thank you. I wanted to introduce Julian Chin on piano in for Allison tonight. He's wonderful.
Thank you so much,
thank you,
Julian.
And on top of it.
Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei Te'el, ve'imru Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei Te'el, ve'imru Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei Te'el, ve'imru Amen.
One more thank you to Julian on piano and to Sherry Brasner for stepping in to do a visual tefillah. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
Yeah, I jumped on it too soon, I'm trying to be too good at my job. And I stepped on my thank you. Well, thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Enjoyed it. Happy you're here. Thank you for stepping in.
Julian. Yeah, that's me.
Very, very nice.
Well, I'm glad to be here, guys, and to help you welcome Shabbat, of course.
I wish my parents forced like you.
I know, I gave up lessons too early.
Not want to play that? Okay. I wish they could have said, give it a play.
Yeah, you know
And then I
what?
would have been kind of like you.
It wasn't okay for me
I
not to play.
wanted to play.
That's true.
I wanted for years, but my parents didn't want to get a piano in case I had less interest.
Oh,
By the time
sure.
they bought it, then I was like past that, So for a few years.
So a big toda rabah.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shabbat shalom. Thank you.